All right, good morning, guys. Um, it's Kingslayer here. Hope everyone's doing well. It is currently, let me see what time it is. It is 5:43 on Thursday, May 14th, and this video is gonna be a little bit different. It's a little weird. I've had a lot of stuff to do, so I haven't really got to catch up on my YouTube and all that. And I got some things coming up, but they got all settled, so now I can get back to my YouTube, and I've got a lot of league videos coming back to streaming soon. So you want to check out the stream, the mixer is going to be in the link. And then I got some art stuff coming up too, where I'm gonna be posting some art videos and some drawings and all that too. But this is just straight league stuff right now. So thought I was recording the game while it was being played, but I actually wasn't. OBS, I guess, turned off on me. So I have to record so I have to play back from here, but what you're basically going to see is Jungle Wukong. Right now, it has one of the highest win rates. I'm playing Wukong in the jungle, and I just want to give a breakdown of how the jungle works, what kind of plays you want to look for, and stuff like that. So this is going to be a different type of video, but I'm going to play it through, and I'm going to give the commentary, and we'll go from there. So, and if at little breakpoints, I'm going to fast forward it, and then I might pause it to explain some things of what happened or why I chose to do some things, and then I will break everything else up. But right now, Wukong is super strong, super powerful, and I've been getting more into the jungle more than anything because I want to impact on the games. Because right now, Queue is destroyed. But let's get to it. Enough with this waiting. So play. So we're just gonna follow myself. Just click that. Um, yeah. Let me speed this up real quick so we get into it. Because I was AFK for a second. I had to use the restroom before this started. So I just want to focus on myself. Go, 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 go. All right, slow down. Okay, so for those don't know how the jungle works, or wait, no, Wukong. I could just keep it on myself. Okay, so and yeah, I'm gonna put this fog of war on, and I can't mess with the mouse, so I'll till I want to till I want to upload stuff. So the way the jungle works, basically, the way I play in the jungle is you always want to start closest to, where your two partners are, unless you have a duo or something. Then you could take, like, if you're the jungle and they're the top lane, then they can have you take blue. But what you want to do is you always want to start closest to your two in your bot lane, and then you go red buff, and then from here I'm gonna go over to the blue buff, and then from blue buff you go to Gromp, and that will get you level 2. So you can fly past the wolves. Gonna put the fog of war on so it's more so you could really kind of understand what's happening. Oh, I hate that if I touch this, the directed camera goes in. So yeah, you take your blue buff, and then after you take your blue buff, you take your Gromp, and then you'll have level 3. So I will usually move the blue buff as close to Gromp as possible, so, like, because it helps you by saving time. Like every little thing, like every little time counts in League. Like, little things. Um, at this part, usually I would take Gromp to the where I just killed the blue buff at. That way I can maneuver to decide which lane I'm gonna gank. So when you get level 3, that's usually when you're looking for a gank. So I like to gank top lane first. So I like to tell, like, my top laners, like, hey, let them push and we'll come through. So I send the ping out. We're gonna go for the top lane with us because Darius is over pushed right now, and that's the stuff you want to look for. Darius is pushing with no wards. So waiting a second, giving him a second to, like, clear the wave. Sometimes people get too aggressive and they jump right in without thinking. You, like, gotta know when to time it right. So I see Darius use his Q. Urgot hits his thing. We get his flash out. So even if we didn't get this kill, the mere fact that we got the flash out of him is perfect. But we end up getting first blood. You know, Darius burns his flash, and he's gonna teleport back in, I'm pretty sure. But after that, you come down to the Scuttle Crab. Scuttle Crabs on both sides of the map spawn at 3 minutes and 13 seconds into the game. So that's how you know. So 3 minutes 13, both Scuttle Crabs will spawn. Lee Sin was coming over, but I pinged it to let him know that he could possibly be there mid lane. So he's going for a mid lane gank. I was coming in to make sure I help my jungle, or my mid laner. Good to go straight for the Diana. Nice flash from Gragas. We end up getting a mid lane kill, gets us ahead. The runes I'm actually running with Wukong right now were, let me see if it will let me tell you. I know Conqueror. I'm running Conqueror. Conqueror. Um, What is it? Conqueror. It's Conqueror. Shit. What is the second one? I can't think of it as Conqueror, Triumph, Alacrity for speed, because for the hit speed, attack speed, and um coup de grace to do damage when they have a lower health. So we got the flash out of Varus, went for the bot lane gank, which was good. You know, we didn't get the kill, but you know, Varus, we at least got the flash on him, got his heal out of him. We got Nami's, got it out of Nami. We also got all her summoner spells. I'm sorry, it's early. I'm talking a little weird, but let me see. I need to hide this all chat stuff because I don't want to see the chat. The chat's not important. So let me see blue. No, don't want the manual camera. Chat. No, we don't want to see chat. There we go. Perfect. All right. Sorry. So go back to base. 'Cause I was sitting on about I believe it was like 1600 gold, 1700 gold, and you never want to sit on that much. You want to, you want to usually buy around when you have 1500 gold. But like I said, objectives, even though we didn't get to kill in the bot lane, we got the summoner spells out of them. So now we're coming up. Diana's pushed again with no wards. You know, if you could get, my mid lane was already ahead. I know her flash is out, so this is an easy kill. If you know their flash is out, your death timer, you can clock it in for if you're playing that way. If you know how long the flash cooldown is, you can clock out like you know she doesn't have flash up. So like going for a gank again is just gonna be a good play. Make sure you farm your waves, because that's another way to, you got to make sure you level up with the game. You got to keep getting money. You're not always going to get kills. Objective base. When you're playing the jungle, the biggest thing is objectives. For Wukong, he's super, super strong right now. His passive, when you attack, you get extra armor, extra damage. So that's already broken. The way you level him up, you upgrade his E first, which is a dash. And if there's multiple enemies around, Wukong splits into these two other forms and you'll hit. Q gives you attack range bonus, and it's a on hit attack, and it's a reset. So you could use it, push Q, and then hit again real quick. It's an auto attack reset. So make sure you use that. And then your W is where you turn into a clone, and your clone attacks, and it's a way to get out of like sticky situations. So you'll see I'll use it a couple of more times and like good times in this match. But my bot lane, we're looking to see if we can fight right now. I see that Diana's coming. Vision and wards are also a big thing. You want to make sure you have that. I have two coming for me. Use the clone to get out of the way, but I had to burn the flash, unfortunately. That was the E when you dash and you saw he split in a couple of times. Want to get myself out of there. So we got the objective, we got the Drake. I unfortunately had to burn a flash, but it's worth it because I didn't die. And at this point, I believe I was, let's see, I'm 2-0, so I already have a bounty of 150 gold. At the bottom, you can see I'm up a little bit of CS on the jungle and all that, on our jungle. Our mid is doing good, our top lane's doing okay. So you want to like the way you play out the map in the jungle is you wanna know where you're going. You wanna know where you're pathing. When your red buff's up, grab your buffs, grab your blue buffs. Most of the time I give my blue buff if we get a kill in the mid lane. I give my blue buff when they get 6 or higher. I give my mid laner my blue buff because it gives them extra sustains. Most of the time people playing mid lane are gonna be an AP champ, so it helps. And then from there, I gank a lot down here at the bot lane. I go for a lot of bot lane ganks. So as you can see, going in, use a Q, that U where it gives you your clone, it actually gives you movement speed too. So use it to your advantage because you are invisible and they can't see you unless they have, trinket wards and all that. That was the ult right there. His spin, his R is you get to use it 2 of those twice, and if you use your clone, the clone will ult too. So you could potentially have your R spin 4 times, 2 from you and 2 from your clone. If you do it, if you time it right, and it does damage, so you're putting your damage out there, which is really good. You get the R off. Let's see. So yeah, of course, get your farm. Right now I have my lanes really far ahead. We're getting far ahead. The bot lane had just burned all their summoner spells, so I knew I could gank it again. They have no wards up. Again, now I'm at 4-0 with a $400 bounty. Our mid lane's 3-0, $300 bounty. So you could get big leads by helping your teammates out, but you don't want to get over aggressive. If the enemy team is pushing ahead and you know they don't have summoner spells and you know they have no wards, that's when you want to be aggressive. Those are the times to play aggressive, and if you know the limitations of your champ, then you'll be okay. And you can like get a lot of kills. You basically in this game it's gonna turn into a huge snowball. you know, grab your buffs, clear your camps. One thing I didn't do on this game till late game, and you'll see, is I didn't start stealing the enemy jungle's camp until later. When you get an advantage, you get a lead, steal the enemy's jungle's camp. If you have a level advantage, item advantage, and you know like your champ, you can beat the other jungle's champ. Like I know I could take Lee with Wu. It's not even a question. So it's good. Like those are times for me to abuse my advantage. Diana, we got her flash out. I didn't have to burn anything except, my smite. Um, so our mid laner's still getting really far ahead. Use the little plants around the map so you don't have to go back to lane yet. Try to get as much as you can while you're out there. So I believe this is the only time I die in this game, what's going to come up. And the top laner plays this really weird. So Darius, let me move the camera. So Darius doesn't have a lot of mana, but he has a little bit of health. We'll call that about 80% health. Oh shit, go back. I'm waiting for Urgot to get on him. Urgot has his ult. So now I'm going to go in for him. He throws him back. At this point, Urgot should have ulted him. He waited. I took him under tower. He waited to use his ult at the last minute when I had to dive and take it under tower. And at that point, as a top laner, that's not what you want. Right now I'm dead, so there's not going to be a camera on me. But our mid laner, Gragas, see, this Gragas was really good. He destroyed this girl. This Diana, he destroyed him. Our bot lane was putting in work too. But that top lane back, I'm actually going to go back to it real quick. This top lane play, where I unfortunately died. Oh wow, it's not going back. So this whole play right here, it should have been totally different. As you see, he has the range advantage. He has pressure on him. Darius right now he takes a lot of mana. Like they nerfed him in his mana use, so his E's and Q's and W's, they cost more mana. Urgot, I mean, he didn't have to flash away right there. If he wouldn't have flashed away and engaged and kept fighting with him right there, then we could have made the play happen sooner, because I would have just ran up. I wouldn't have to wait in the bush. So he's waiting and waiting and waiting, which is good. It's okay. So this Darius, he should be pushing the wave a lot faster. But Urgot, okay, so he attacks the minion instead of attacking going straight for the champ. I dive, use my R. I'm hitting him, I stop him. He waited till the absolute last second when the kill was going to come over to me and to use his ult, and he should have been the one taking. He was at full health. He has his W ready to go, proccing instantly. So that was just a bad play on top of the top lane's part. But as a jungle, sometimes you're not going to get that. Sometimes your top laners are not going to, they're going to be a little selfish and stuff. Darius just got an 800 gold shutdown on me. Not that it changed anything, but I'm going to fast forward back into this. We're going to get past this, go back to me. Slow it down, back to speed. Clear the wave. Clear out your camps. Make sure you're staying up in the CS department. Make sure you get in your gold. Darius just had that big shutdown. Right now I'm sitting 5-1 and 2. Lee Sin took over the CS lead on me. There's the only an item advantage I have at this point is my boots. Could have had more, because if I wouldn't have died with the Urgot gank, then we could have taken tower plates and I would have got more. So now, like I said, the objectives. These team is fighting for Drake. My other team is going around Fiddlesticks and Lucian. So they managed to take the Drake off of it, but I didn't smite it, and Varus ended up stealing. But it's okay, so it still works out in our favor. If she gets feared away by Fiddle, that is a good play. You know, go in on her, use your ult, get to hit her twice. She goes for me, flash away, Triumph procs, so I get the heal and I survive her flash. So she used her ult, flash, and ignite, and it doesn't get me. Meanwhile, you know, they just get a Cloud Drake, but they burn summoner spells and no one dies. So which is good. So let's fast forward this a little bit. Let's get back into the action. You know, get your buys in. For this build, I was going, I went the jungle item, which is the warrior one, which is attack, the redstone. I can't think of the name. Let me see what it is called. Stalker's Blade, warrior. Yeah, so it's the warrior one, the warrior enchant. And then after that, you go Bork for the slowdown speed, but also because the attack speed it gives you and life steal. And then from Bork, I went to Black Cleaver, get the Armor Shred on top of the Armor Shred Wukong already has. It's just a super powerful combo. Right now, Bork, Blade the Ruin King, is super strong. So I got her to flash away, and they went off into the Fog of War, so they don't know where I am. So right now as a jungle, you can actually wait in the bottom lane. They have no idea he's overpressed in the lane right now and doesn't know I'm still here. So I could go in on him. They attack. I got Fiddlesticks right here. You could back up. I'm backing up more to get out of vision so they don't know where I'm at. I'm peeking Fiddle to stay because we can get them. So now I'm hiding in the bush, and I'm going to look for plays like this to try to get your lead to advantage. So they're going to go for Fiddle. Going to go in on them. Ult. You know, take advantage of people overextending. Dash forward. Use your W to get more movement speed. Second part, use your R again. Nami wastes her ult. Summer spells flash. Got everything out. So we not only got a kill, got summoner spells out again. So that's good. That works in our advantage because now I can come back again. You can come back in gank lanes and all that. I really wish the OBS would have recorded. It's so much different live and all that because I can explain better. But I guess this is kind of cool because I've never done a commentary video like this, but I could explain it along with when other people do certain things wrong or plays I feel like you shouldn't have made. So, you know, Jungle Wukong, if he's not banned, take him. Wukong is extremely good in the jungle. You have disengage, you have engage, your ult, your Q, your passive. You know, there's a lot of outplays that can possibly be made from you know, your W going invisible, getting to people faster, stuff like that. So when I get back into ranked, I'm gonna be running a lot of Wukong if I get stuck in the jungle role. So, you know, like I said, make sure you're taking objectives. Objectives win the games. Yeah, kills are nice and all that, but if you get objectives and, you know, the Drakes, the Rift Herald, you're taking towers, tower plating. Like, people don't realize how much tower plates give you at the beginning of the game. If you get all 5 of your tower plates, like, that's crazy. Like, you'll be so far ahead. So objectives are key. So Rift Herald, obviously, when you get the Rift Herald, you can go back. It's like having the Baron buff. You can go back to base faster. And you can proc it, and it will take towers. So, oh crap. So right here, I spawned the Rift Herald top because I know that their jungle is bot lane. Because I'm looking at, make sure you're always looking at the map. It's like driving a car. Every couple of seconds, take it down, look at your map. Take down, look at your map, so you know where people are. So I know we're going to get this tower, and the play I'm actually going for is I want this Rift Herald to get a proc on the top tier tower, the tier 2 tower again. So, like, you know, it takes more damage. But unfortunately, Diana and Urgot doesn't stay. So, it doesn't get the proc. We lose it. But it's okay because we're going to get a kill on Darius right here. Nope, like you say, he has no vision. They don't know where... He doesn't know where we are. I see my bot lane fighting. I'm going to go down and help the bot lane. I see the jungles down there. I know I'm ahead of their jungle. He might have a level on me right now, it says, but that's because he's been farming war, but he hasn't got any objectives on the map like I have. So, easy proc, you know, ult him, easy Q, done. Got summoner spells out of him, he know what to do. And now we have this wave pushing with us, so we can either get the tower, or it looks like we're going to get some kills, which is still okay because we're getting an advantage. We want to get these people ahead. Gragas is super far ahead, so can easily help him. Spy him to slow him. Go for the Darius. No tower there. Urgot, I mean, He didn't have to flash, but if he just his ult is a skill shot, so if he wouldn't have hit his ult, then it'd be okay. Or if he would have hit his ult, he wouldn't have had to flash. So you know, like I said, objectives. The soul for this game, I believe, turns out to be uh Ocean Drake, which is for healing. But oh no, it's the Infernal. That's right. They stole the cloud. So no, it is the Infernal. So the Infernal Soul. So you know, extra ability to power and attack power. Take objectives, especially for Infernal. Anytime there's Infernal on the map, fight for that. You don't want to give up Infernal to the other team. Infernals are so good. Infernals and Oceans are the best Drakes in the game, besides the Elder Drake. So yeah, we're gonna fast forward a little bit of this because this is all it's all kind of slow right now. Just taking buffs and all that. Going there, I see my team's getting ready to fight. Gonna slow it down. So I want to be close to my team now because we're almost to the mid game, about 20 minutes in. So it's gonna be going like, you know, our team fight is incredibly strong right now. We have me at 7-1, Gragas is 6-2, Lucian is 2-0, Fiddle is 1-1-5. You know, our team is far, far stronger in the team fight than their team. They got a 0-8 Diana. Clear out your jungle, you know, get your levels, get that money, because you just want to abuse your lead. Definitely want to abuse your lead. So yeah, remember, take objectives. Right now we're going to get this. I see that everyone's going mid. They have at least 3 or 4 of their people mid. So I pinged at Lucian. I don't show the pings on here, but pinging Lucian, let's just get this bot tower and then let's push it, because this bot tower at 20 minutes should not be here. Mid tower's gone, bot tower's gone. You want to get the lane shoving so you can have pressure, so you can have control of the map. So right now we just lost some people. We lost 3 of our teammates. So the mid lane is going to be pushed. You're gonna want to respond to that. If I was Lucian, the ADC, I would have kept pushing. He's actually going to back, but those people are, if the red team was smart, they would have kept pushing the mid heavy because no one was up. The death timer's still low. They don't know where I am, so there is that possibility they could have been backing up because they don't have vision in our jungle. So that's probably another reason they backed up. But in that play, if I was Lucian, I would have kept pushing the bot lane. We probably could have got some damage on the tower. And if you're on the red team, if that was the red team, I would have kept pushing the mid lane. Because, you know, you're so far behind, you got to do stuff to get back into the game. At this point in the game, they're 4,000 gold behind. And that's a lot. Like, it might not seem like a lot, but it's going to get worse. So let's give us a little fast forward. Let's get to it. So right now we have pressure in the mid lane. We're gonna start using your wards, putting wards in there. When you're at this game and you're ahead and you have your the towers are taken, put wards in the enemy jungle so you know when they're coming through or where they are. Vision is key. Another big thing that people don't use a lot is vision. Sometimes I have higher vision scores than the support. Support should always have high vision scores. That play right there, I abused. I saw that Fiddlesticks was coming behind me. Gragas was right there. He's fed. Lucian had just used his ult, but he got the ult out of Nami. So I knew I was safe to go in, ult, knock people up, push my Q to go invisible, dash away from the tower, R again to knock Diana away from me because she almost got me, and then I had to flash away so she couldn't get me. But at that point, we got all her summoner spells are down right now. Her ult, I believe, is down. You know, Fiddlesticks does a good thing at kiting her, and I just come back and destroy her. That was nothing. That was easy clap. All from that one play, and we got the tower.
Killing spree.
So that was a really good team fight. And at times like that, when, like I said, you have the ability to abuse them, like use your lead to an advantage. I dove 4 people under tower. We got 3 kills, and we got 2 towers out of it. And now the gold lead is just starting to build. We were just at a 4K gold lead. Now we're at a, let's see, we're at a 6K gold lead. In the matter of a minute and a half, we went from 4K to 6K. So objectives are key. I don't know, just want to stress that to everyone. Like, if you watch this, objectives are key. This game is not about kills and all that. If you just get objectives, you know, if you kills when you're in team fights, obviously you want to get the kills, but you know, your CS is important too. If you become a better CSer and you're objective based and you go for these macro plays, those are what will win you games. It took me a long time to learn that, and I'm still learning it, and I'm just trying to get better and better and better at it. Now we turn down our attention. They can't contest this. Every Drake from now on is basically ours. If they come into a team fight, we could kill them. We could team fight them probably a 4v5, maybe even a 3v5. Me, Gragas, and Fiddlesticks probably could 3v5 them. But you know, that's 3 Infernal Drakes or 2 Infernal Drakes, 1 Mountain, and then when we get the 3rd one, they have no vision. Catch them slipping in the jungle. Just chase them down. Can't kill me. Chase the ADC down. At that point, you know, take your kills. Another 3 kills. Abuse your lead. And then from the scoreboard, you can see it's 28-11. They obviously have no chance of getting back. But what I'm trying to stress about the big thing about this game is the jungle really depends on the early game. Yeah, you can come back in the mid and late game, but if you know what you're doing or you give out like signals to your team, even if you're just solo playing, like let them know like, hey, when I get level 3, I'm coming, let them push, I'm coming to get top or mid, or vice versa. Like, you know, tell them like if they have champions that can push strong, keep them occupied. Just ward for your teams. Like put wards up there for the top lane, put wards by the mid lane. Bot lane should have it covered for the wards because they have 2 people that are able to ward. So, you know, it goes both ways. Also, don't ever, it's good to be aggressive, but try to think level-headed. Aggressive plays are good when you're down sometimes, or if you know you can make aggressive plays and get out of it, then yeah, that's good. Make your aggressive plays. But more so, look for timed plays. Look for when your enemy has their summoner spells down. Look for when they use their abilities and you know they're on a cooldown. Like, those are the things you want to be going for. Push objectives. You know, I could be in a solo lane by myself, get XP, get gold from farming and the XP, get a tower, and we're just abusing the lead. So now at this point, we're still at a 6k gold lead, but it's much bigger than it seems, especially with 2 Infernals and a Mountain. On our side, all they have is 1 Cloud Drake. You know, we're starting to move as a team. We're moving as usual. It also helps when your teammates don't feed or they listen to pings. That's a big thing right now. Right now, solo queue and league is really, it's kind of in the dumps. Like, it's kind of not fun to play solo alone because there's so much toxicity and all that. But hopefully that changes. That changes soon. They do something about it. So we're gonna fast forward because we're getting to the lull state of the game where there's not really a lot going on. A couple of team fights here and there, but nothing crazy. Once again, like, you know, you spend your money. You don't want to be sitting with more than 1,500 gold on you at one time. And actually, at one point at this game, I had 3,300 gold on me that I didn't use. Go ahead and engage with the team. Nami wastes her ult. Team fights are alls. They can't contest any team fights. They're just getting destroyed. The gold lead is building. Now we're at an 8k, almost 9k gold lead. Look at the items disadvantage. I got Bork. What is that called? Black Cleaver. Yeah, I play this so much I forget to give names. So you like, I've got a little bit of armor because most of this. Only person I was really worried about on this team, honestly, was I thought Lee was going to be better than he was. I thought Lee was going to scale hard. Darius, you just got to when Darius Qs get close to him, and if he hits you with the hilt of his weapon, it doesn't do as much damage and it doesn't give him lifesteal, in case you didn't know that. But yeah, like, everyone's super fed. We got me 11-1, Gragas 12-3. This game, honestly, shouldn't have taken as long as it could, because I believe it was a 31-minute game. But my team was, like, taking forever to not end and push. But when you killed 3 people, our Urgot went top lane and got us a inhibitor. So we have the super minions pushing. When you have your advantage in your lead, steal the enemy's jungle, take their jungle. Don't give them chance to get back into the game by giving them XP and all that. They have to wait for the XP to come again, which opens up the map. You can Baron, you could take Drakes if they're up, stuff like that. So we're gonna fast forward this. Get back into it because it's in the lull state. Not really anything going on at the time being. So now we have our Dragon Soul coming up. Got 4 people here. Their opposite team cannot contest it. Red team can't contest it. But now we have a whole team here. We just burned through it quick. We have the Dragon Soul, and we're unkillable basically. With our team fight and the way our composition is, unkillable. And looks like these guys just jump right in. They don't realize what's going to happen. Ulting them. Darius tries to get a couple of hits off, but he just can't beat us. Lee Sin goes back in, tries to make a play. It just doesn't work out. It's just a fiesta. A fiesta. Dragon, the Infernal Soul is amazing. I love Infernal Soul. Infernal and Ocean. Those are the ones you want to fight for. And at this point, we didn't even have to get the Baron. Um, I believe we are going to get a tower. I don't know if they're going to end it because I know we're going to get chased down at one point. Because Nami, not Nami, but I believe Darius comes in and tries to fight. Diana comes. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Urgot's teleporting in. Their inhibitor was spawning back up. So we had to try to get this. And their team's back up. But we got two people at low health. Even though they're behind, like, you know, your champs still do damage. So I actually back away out of this fight because I have everything's on cooldown right now. I don't have my ult yet, and I get it at the last minute when everyone's dead. Gragas and Lucian are backing up, so we could potentially make the play to come back. But those aren't fights you want to take. When you see the enemy team fighting back, you don't have a lot of health. You don't have to play hero. Like, we're already winning. Get back. Like, go back away. You don't want to give up because say this game was a lot later and our death timers, all these people died and our death timers were 50, 60 seconds. They're going to push down the wave and they could possibly win the game. They could take objectives because some of us, only 3 of us were alive. We're going to have to go back and answer a 3v5. You know, so it's those kind of things you got to think about. So we're going to fast forward because that was pretty lull state we got going on right now. So, you know, the Baron's free for us to take. But what ends up happening is, you know, clear the vision. Control wards are a must. Control wards will show enemy wards. Make sure you, as a support or as players, you buy them and put them around strategic parts of the map. I'll go over more of that of where you should be placing them in a different video. But, you know, they're trying to come in multiple ways. I'm not worried about them taking the Baron. Diana, this was a bad play by her. She never should have jumped in. She couldn't kill all of us, like 3 of us. She couldn't kill 1 of us, let alone 3 of us. Darius didn't know how to use ult. He goes down. Urgot goes down, but, you know, it's okay. Lee Sin coming back. Easy clap on Lee. Just keep him away from backing. So we're not going to get the Baron buff, but what I'm doing is I'm keeping Lee away from going back to base to stop from the win. We have 2 of our fed people chasing down their Varus, which he has no summoner spells right now. They're all on cooldown. Lee can't outrun me. So I'm keeping away from base. Get the kill. Now I just push an end. And that's going to be the game. So yeah, they believe they end up surrendering or they took it. It was one or the other. But like I said, this was a little bit of a weird video because my OBS had stopped recording in the middle of it. So let me actually hit continue. Just to get out of this. But yeah, I had some rough games earlier. Some good ones, some really good ones. See, I played Wukong. I played 4 games with Wukong, or 3 games, and all jungle, and this was the only one I lost. But still, 4, 5, and 4. We had 2 feeders in this one, so it was rough. But the game right after, I got him again, 8, 2, and 3. Wukong is extremely broken right now. You want to take Conqueror, Triumph, Alacrity for the speed, and Coup de Grace for that extra damage when they have low health. And then for your second skill, you want to take Nimbus Cloak because you want to move faster while you're using when you ult the Nimbus Cloak procs and you're moving faster. And you want to take Celerity, which buffs up your movement speed, so now you're moving in faster. And then for the minor runes, you take attack speed, damage, and then depending on the team comp you're facing, you either take armor or magic resistance. And this one I took armor because it was more armor. I was more worried about the AD damage than the AP damage. But 15 and 1, 15, 1 and 10. Only died once from a bad play from the top laner. So there is a lot of potential with Wukong right now. I advise taking him in the jungle. When I play ranked, that's who I'm going to be taking. Like I said, this video is a little bit different just because of it not recording the OBS. So this is more of like a commentary thing. I'll see, I'll get the vibe from this, but I really don't plan on doing a lot of videos like this unless I'm going over certain things about like ward placements, wave manipulation, and stuff like that. So I'm glad to be back. I'm glad I got everything settled out. I'm going to be releasing a lot more live videos. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. Check out some of my other videos that are not commentary like this, but actual gameplay through videos on my channel. I'll leave the link to the mixer in the description. So, you know, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to let me know. Write me and let me know. But if you watch this, hope you enjoy it, and I will catch you guys on the Rift. I'll see you next time.